Hello and welcome to this Friday's live Kriegspiel game. We are doing the Battle of Corunna from the Peninsular War in Spain, Napoleonic era, and we have the French Corps, Second Corps under Soult, has been chasing Moors. I guess it's a corps across Spain all the way back to the port of Corunna, and he's making a desperate last stand to see if he can hold in time to get all his men into the ships into safety. Um, and so I am here. I'm umpiring for General Paget, who has the reserve, and we're with him now. So, from your position in the far back of the army, you cannot see the French position. It's been relatively quiet all day. It's now 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and your men are tired from the long march to getting here, but they're ready to fight. Do you know who's commanding the cavalry, by the way?
We did not decide on that.
Okay. Well, you'll. Someone will need to decide who's commanding them.
If one of them has to take CIC, I guess I can.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that works for me since you're in reserve. All right. Do you have any orders?
Hold fast for now. Wait for information.
Okay. And cavalry stay within the city defenses.
For now, yes.
All right. That was easy. I'm gonna go listen to some of the French players. Make sure they're doing good.
Hello, General Delaborde.
Hello.
You can see the French line formed up, the infantry off to your right, your cavalry to the left. However, in the last moments before the current screenshot you have, the British forces who were previously arrayed on the ridgeline opposite you have withdrawn over the ridge to the north, and you've lost sight of them. The forces to the northwest hill, however, are still there.
Okay. So everybody, including like the artillery and supply that I can see, is all just further back now. Fine though.
Everything from north of you on to the northeast on your screenshot has departed back over the ridge to the north.
Okay.
The forts in the northwest you can still see there. What are your
All right.
orders?
I'd like to send a dispatch to Soult, and actually, I like to just go over and co-locate with him because we started splitting up as we were trying to have a conversation to figure something out.
Okay. Any orders for your division, or will they remain here?
We'll remain here for now.
Okay. That is all.
There we go. These
Yeah,
guys.
is the whole thing
He
just
said he said third brigade's gonna be in front, so right here, and then
okay?
these guys will follow.
One thing I forgot to mention: we don't have a dispatch umpire, so you're responsible for forwarding the dispatches that your people write.
Okay.
I guess almost kind of just stay there.
So if they
And
go in the
let's see.
column, yeah, put them in the column thing. But the arrows show how long the column length is, so they shouldn't be on top of each other. They should be like they'd really take up that much room on the road.
Oh, okay.
So it should be like that.
Yeah, I said you want third brigade to be ahead.
Okay.
Could I get help changing those into column? It's not resolving from. Thank you.
That's weird. All of them?
It isn't working for me
Yes.
as well.
Is that the same for artillery? Do they take up as much?
Yep.
Alright.
I said the count change got damaged. Well, just leaving as is, honestly.
Spartacus, can you
Yeah.
unlimber them again?
I was trying to, but it doesn't seem to do anything for me.
I can do it where?
Oh, just both of them.
Yeah, I can seem to
unlimber.
limber them, but I can't unlimber them.
Good, thank you.
I'll be
just-
the special button pusher. Horse artillery moves quickly, but artillery takes about 10 minutes to limber or unlimber, so if they are doing that, a third of their movement's lost just doing that.
Same for when they unlimber.
I'm gonna delete the drawings, is that alright?
Yes.
I got rid of the ones by my sector, so I hope that was okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think Moore still isn't here. I assume his troops just stay in position, but I don't know what we're thinking about in the future.
Yeah, so both so Hope and I think it's Baird, they were wondering if their CIC didn't show up, could one of them become CIC?
Yeah. So
My guess is it would be Baird, but I could ask.
I don't care who, and they can, if they want to change to that position, they can.
Who has Delaborde?
One of them shouldn't be teleport to be more Crawford, just to command the front. So I guess ask, and someone should be Hope because he's in the front. So I think Fraser should maybe be Crawford or more.
Who's umpiring for Delaborde?
I think it's Brooks.
I'm umpiring for Delaborde. He has joined Soult.
Okay, just making sure.
I'll go ask Fraser if he's cool with being the CIC.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for cannon fire. How close is that?
Uh-oh.
5, 4, 1 disruption.
There.
They'll be able to see the cannon where they are, I think, right?
Yeah, but they're limbered up and moving, looks like.
I know, yeah, I mean, the cannons wouldn't be able to shoot, but, I mean, the
I just have them
commanders.
targeting the front of the column.
No, and specifically Hope, he wanted to pull his troops back that the French couldn't see him
Okay.
over the hill.
Same for his
So
guns, though?
he wanted the guns to stay where they were.
Okay, well, they're fine.
Yep, so that, yeah.
Okay, is everything moved?
Yeah.
Everything looks good to me.
So it's now 230.
Yep. I have one question. Do we want to generously co-locate Merlo with the others in this traffic jam? Otherwise, he's just following 2nd Division's column.
Yeah, you can co-locate them all this turn, everyone that's there.
Okay.
And everyone would hear that artillery fire, even if they can't see
Yeah.
it, so make sure to describe the fire and its direction.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Fraser is now Moore.
Okay. So we change, would it be helpful for you to add him to Moore's thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
James, I've got a question from Delaborde about the supply having an impact game mechanics wise.
It needs to stay near the artillery,
Okay.
but not a huge impact.
As long as it's not captured, probably fine.
So that's not Delaborde's supply, that's the artillery's supply. Okay.
All right, are we sending out any
Yep,
reports already?
14:30. Send out screenshots. You can make your screenshot much larger, Kiger. Is he here?
He is.
Yeah, I will do going forward.
Because he should be able to see all the French coming down off that slope. Here,
Okay.
I just did another one for him.
I have a problem with giving small screenshots.
And since Frey, we moved more. You're doing more screen. I see.
Yep, I started everything. He's more. He has no further orders.
All right, now it works. Now, if I click often enough,
You're doing his
the
screenshot.
unnumbering and numbering works. Holy shit!
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I can get the screenshot for him. It's
I'll
like,
do it real fast.
yeah, okay.
Report o'clock.
I go get orders.
Yep, go for it. You getting your screenshots in, Brooks?
Yep.
All right, General Paget or Paget, I don't know, probably Paget. You can hear artillery fire to the southeast. Looks like Hope's second division is shooting at something, and that's about it. You're a bit too far away to see the French, any French.
All right, start moving on the road, leading. So the screenshot is north is up, correct?
Yep.
Start moving on the southward road at a leisurely pace. See what's going on.
You
No
or
word from
your,
anyone
or
else,
your
so.
division?
Me and the men. Apologies.
Okay. There's a road that goes south kind of near the coast. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna... Yep, alright. So they're gonna go they're gonna go east and then... Well, is first moving? I guess they could go through first. I take that back.
Are you the first what?
Never mind. First division. I think I got it. Okay, I'm gonna co-locate you with Baird
Okay.
since you'll be passing by him.
Pack column, if that makes sense.
Okay, yes.
And same thing on the other side with First Brigade. And from there, we will continue marching forward.
So the third brigade will march forward in line,
Yes.
not in column. Okay.
Yes.
Soult, do you have any orders?
For now, I will take our third cav and I'll order them to cross the river at the path towards the east, and then form onto the flank of Mermet's second division.
Okay.
Mhm. And also, I'll move over to my division.
That Mermet?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, General Merle, you have the screenshot. The second division is passing you on the road, but it will take some time for them to pass you enough that you can follow them on the same route. The British artillery fires to the north. The enemy otherwise is not visible on the ridge to your north, except that one gun.
You should. Ideally, I'd recommend probably forming up on my left. But I don't know what do you think, Soul?
We're just gonna keep going with our plan.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going in first.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're forming up behind me. I forgot.
Yeah, no changes, Brooks.
Okay. General de la Borde, your troops await your instructions as the rest of the army begins to move around you.
I'm gonna take the form column. I'm gonna take the road up into Blurina.
Brina to the northwest.
Yeah, the closest town to me that had the road go straight into.
Okay. And are you going to remain here, return to them?
I'm gonna return to my troops, and then we'll just set up a defensive posture when we get to Blurina and see what we can see.
Okay. And also, Merla, are you remaining here or going down to the head of your column?
I'll remain here for now.
Okay.
I'll be at the.
Who has hope?
Sorry.
Which umpire has hope? Second division.
I do.
Okay. Your guys are they're teleporting all over the place too quickly. So they were back here, and then he ordered them front.
Yeah, but that was still within like less than 5 units away. He wanted them to form up a defensive line.
Okay.
Right here.
So they wouldn't have moved from back there to that far and be able to form line that quickly.
Okay.
So I would.
So would you want them by
were
like
they in line before?
Some were, some weren't.
Oh wait.
Did he
like
Did he order them in column or to stay in line or not? Neither. Do you know?
Well, they were in column, but he wanted them to form up a line basically around the artillery. So I had them form up right around it. But I think they were close enough, given their formation, they could form up around the artillery.
Yeah, we'll do that then, and they can move forward again next turn if they want.
Okay. Apologies for that.
Oh, no worries.
Guerra is part of Mermez's division, right? Here.
Who, where?
Right here. The Guerra, 2nd Brigade. Is that under Mermez?
I don't know anymore.
Yellow King is the head of the 1st Division.
I'll put it in there. They said you want a 2nd Brigade to move, and that's part of 2nd Brigade, as I can see. I know, there's one over there. Okay, I'll put it in there.
The men would probably be as confused as we are.
That's it. This would have made it on time. Oh well, doesn't matter, but I can still fire.
Are these guns firing?
No, only the bottom ones because the others would have taken too long to get up the hill and.
Yeah, there's also kind of a hill in the way of the one on the left hand side.
Yeah, there's still miss but at least I did get the fire. And James, it is possible to go up and down the ridge, right?
Yeah, all the ridges are passable, all the water's fordable. It just slows them down.
Perfect.
Up the ocean.
Ocean is not.
Yeah, you can. You can swim around. All right.
I did have someone. I think it was Mermet ask if the British ships will come into play in the battle or not.
No, not.
We'll hit it with the maybe.
I don't like not unless you like somehow gets into the city, and then maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
So I foresee the French cavalry might want to go over the text block at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that he just wants to go down and up again, so.
That'll be okay if he does. I just assumed
Did I,
that ridge would extend.
did I hear correctly that James, you're basically handling the combat?
For the most part, yeah. Unless it gets too
Okay, so the only thing I had from my end was Hope's artillery wanted to fire on the French.
It's,
So I
it's
haven't
firing.
done anything
Yeah, I already
like
rolled
that.
for it.
You're moving
Okay.
up one.
So yeah, okay, perfect. I was gonna say they should be like disruption 2 now.
Can I get an assist to put that unit into march column?
Which one?
Yellow ping. The
You
end
can just
of
try aggressively clicking on it. It worked for me.
It's
Just
so
click
weird
like
that
20
you guys
times
can't
on
do
it.
it.
I've been able to get like
This
most
one,
of them
the
back.
dragoons were being really annoying with it. It took me a long time to
Oh.
get them into column.
I had a disconnect. Well,
Alright. It's now 3 p.m. You do your next screenshots.
God damn it, TTS, show me the game. Oh, there it is. James, can you promote me again?
Yep. Give me 1 sec. I'm taking a screenshot.
Yep.
Promoted.
Thank you.
Alright, gentlemen. So the reserve division has formed in the column and is moving down the road in the midst of 1st Division towards that small town of, looks like Santa Lucia. You can still hear Hope's artillery firing to the south on the next ridge over, and it looks and sounds like some French horse artillery are also firing on the flank division, which is falling back as far as you can see. Looks like they're marching back towards you. And you can also have spotted with your spyglass some French dragoons have occupied the town of El Rena there in the center, just beyond the mill. And I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
What are your orders?
No
man?
word yet, so
Paget.
nothing from me.
Yeah, I'm staying put. No orders for me.
Are you still moving down the road like before, Paget?
No,
Oh,
I'm gonna start staying put.
Okay. Should your men? Do you want your men to stay in column on the road, ready to go, or just form up again in the middle first?
They can form up.
Oh, you're making me push the buttons. Now it's gonna be confusing who's where. Okay, you guys will stay co-located. Do you want to stay here?
Yeah, for now.
Got it. Actually, I got Baird's orders, which weren't anything anyway. Kiger. So we're good to go, Kiger.
You're good to go?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So I'll go listen into something.
Transits this single bridge crossing.
Yeah, but it's
And
take-
I will ride up to Mermet's position to get better
Alright.
eye.
Artillery, cavalry, anything else?
No, they're just going to wait until everyone passes.
Okay, thank you.
Lou. Just sending up a dispatch.
Did I have them too far forward?
Yeah, a little bit. So they should. If they were in line, they should be 2.5 from where they were. And then also,
Okay,
the artillery wouldn't
Sorry.
fire over their heads. So if they want the artillery to keep firing, they got to leave a gap for it.
Okay, yep, my bad.
James, can you get these dragoons over here? They're being annoying again.
Yep.
And the Hanover, I guess. You can't get either of them. And back into line.
Which one back in the line?
Yeah.
Put those in line.
Yeah. There we go. Wait, no, not this guy.
Let the French know this stream is fordable. It's not a very big stream, so if they want to like avoid the bridge traffic jam they got going on, they could just start sending men across the stream.
Oh man, they're gonna actually back themselves up, forming in from assault to marching all up. Are they within range of each other?
All right.
Nope.
Well,
not
those
quite
guys,
within range.
those were ordered to charge, but they're going across the stream up the hill.
Yeah, they'll take their sweet time.
I don't think there's going to be much charging, although I do give it to them. They will probably get up it here, but that's
yeah,
that's a
I forgot to mention
That's-
cavalry move double. Of course, Hendrik knows this, but cavalry are generally double speed from the infantry. Yeah, across the stream that would have.
they're going up the hill across the stream, so they're not doing much really.
Just Fraser.
And perplexingly, this guy ordered his guys to only charge if the enemy is shooting at them.
What?
But they're not doing that, so they're forming up on the ridge.
You got it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh,
Can you help me with the line?
It is line.
Goddamn.
Does it not show it?
They're line? What? No, they're for me. They're
Yeah, it
not.
looks like line for me.
It worked the first
They're in
time
line
you
right
touched
now.
it. Yeah, that's.
They're in column if they have the arrows around them.
Yeah, no, I see them as with the arrows. That's the issue.
For me, it shows they're in line now.
No, for me, they're still with the arrows.
That is so strange.
Maybe because I disconnect for a second. God damn it. Probably that.
I don't know. For the cavalry, I really don't care if you put the arrows on it. It's okay if you just don't do that anymore.
Well, they're not going away, so at least with the arrows.
It is what it is, I guess.
They're the huge. This might actually slow the French down because they're all trying to cross at one point.
Yeah, and Mermet's his forward line's actually protected by the ridge from the artillery, so he's on the reverse slope at the moment.
Oh.
So he wouldn't see from where. Well, I guess he's on a tall hill. I take that back. His men wouldn't see over this ridge line, but from where he is, he'd probably see the next one. Are those guys crossing over each other?
Yeah, but I think the timing works very fine.
I think they'd slow each other down a little bit.
Yeah, they're very much slowed. But yeah.
Okay.
Do you think General Hope would be able to see green ping on the map?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. I was gonna say I would think so as well. So
yeah, he'd see over like to that ridge.
British are like in full retreat. I hope probably better get out of there before he gets surrounded.
Yeah, like if they pull back and
they might get cut off.
It might, but yeah. That's why
you guys are super slow.
All right, everything moved.
Mm-hmm.
I have one cross command question here. These two supply wagons that were at the end of 1st Division, 3rd Division has sent a courier to order them over to the cavalry in the far west. He says Soult told him to do that, it'll take some time for the courier and the wagons and everything.
You can just show one of the wagons going that way, I guess. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, 15:30.
Right.
And don't forget to forward your screenshot or your dispatches if there's any in your channels.
Oh, this guy down the valley gets a perfect view of everything.
I'll get Merle screenshot as well.
And
He's still
you?
with Soult.
I can do Baird Kiger since he's with
Alright, I'm gonna go get orders.
Yep. Yeah, James, you got it.
All right, gentlemen. The reserve regiments get off the road, form back into line, and are waiting. You guys sit in the edge of the small town with your spy glasses looking south. You can hear and see Hope still firing, though you can't see what he's shooting at. But in the center, in the valley, you can see French cavalry and infantry on the move. And Crawford's in full retreat with cavalry following close behind him. That's about it.
All right, thank you.
Any orders?
Not for my division.
Yeah.
Nope.
I have no signal from anyone.
Yep.
So,
Nope. I'm staying put.
ditto.
All right, got it.
Any of the other units that that are able to form up in time, I will have them get into the formation as previously stated before, and I will meet their advance and strike at whatever I can find.
Well, the line
If
will still
they-
march forward.
Line will still march forward.
And second will form assault columns, is that correct?
Yes, second and first will form assault columns on both ends of the line, both ends behind the line, in a column behind it. I can't remember the name of the battle. It was either Wagram or Aspernestling, but it was the weird thing that Devu did during one of those. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You think so?
Yeah, but that's my idea. Do you want to have the artillery form up and probably harass them? I don't know. What do you think?
You're afraid to begin engaging at your discretion, Mermet. They've given up the high ground. If, like I said, if they want to, let them, and then we can actually defeat them. Hopes versus here, kind of in detail of the rest of their army.
If my men need to refuse the flank, then they can if needed. My formation will still be flexible.
You can kind of just keep adding and stretch to the left if you want.
Soult, do you have any orders? I don't think you're here, but the stream is actually kind of easily fordable, so you don't have to try to bottleneck yourself on the bridge.
Thank you. I will order 3rd Cav to ford the river at the nearest possible point they're able to, so pretty much immediately north. And then they are to form onto the right of Mermet's 2nd Division in preparation to charge down the British line.
We should probably focus primarily on the artillery in that case.
I have hussars for that.
Yay.
The cuirassiers are going to bloody them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Those are our orders. I don't know if Merle is...
think Brooks has Merle. I think he'll come by and get his. Pretty sure there's gonna be marching orders though.
Understood.
Well, thank you, Soul and Mermet.
All right. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Lots of red arrows.
Yeah, I just am not sure if the lagging red infantry is going to get caught by the cavalry. I don't know what they're doing yet.
Chased. They're crossing a stream. Got cavalry right on their hill. Did they have orders to form square or anything?
Yeah, essentially he was gonna like throw him to the wolves to let the rest of his units escape. I just don't know if that cavalry was gonna keep chasing them or not.
Oh,
I haven't heard yet from Brooks.
I guess we'll wait in here. Oh,
Say, James, did you throw the marching columns on all the Hope infantry?
I did.
Okay, so yeah, he was like slowly retreat backwards, so that's why I didn't do that. Like I didn't originally do that, but this should be fine.
Yeah, for them to have moved that far, they would need to have formed up in the column and be doing like that.
I tried to just move them 2.25, but you're right. Like realistically, they're retreating. They're not in fighting shape.
If he wanted to like keep a line while moving backwards, they could do that, but they would barely move at all because that's hard to do.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maintain a firing line while retreating.
Yeah, I
love the image of them all just like collectively moonwalking backwards.
I just wanted to make sure I understood the rules correctly, so thank you. That helps.
Well, I did tell this guy that he's charging downhill across the stream, and he said yes, he wants to do it twice. So.
All right, that's exciting.
Well, yeah, we will have a charge. I don't know. Do you want to resolve it, James?
Yeah. All right,
down the hill across the stream. Well, I asked him twice, but
they both get to fire on them as they come in. Oops. Let's do that. That's a disruption.
Did you see it?
I saw it earlier.
And then, although there are a lot of them.
they really are indeed.
British cav needs to be. I mean, the French cav on the left needs to be very careful.
Okay, I gotta remind myself what my rules are. Win
Those
in
guys do it.
square. You get +2 bonus. Yeah, okay. It's +2, so that's 1, 4, 1, 3. That's 1.
I don't know if it's relevant that those are light infantry.
Oh yeah, that's even worse. Oh, I didn't do much. 3 and 2. Alright. The initial attack was repulsed, but both sides are still swirling about the squares, and then that attack is probably going to go poorly. Yeah.
What's Mo doing there? Bit exposed, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he might die quick. Can you guys see this damage marker?
That
No, it's like a white cube.
I said it failed to load.
I can see it.
I don't know why.
For whatever reason, it works for me.
Some people it works, some people doesn't. It's so weird.
I can see that.
Until we smoke. Where was it again? And not the smoke itself, just the firing.
Oh, you need the artillery. They wouldn't be firing into their own Square.
No, I just need the icon. The DPs.
Oh.
For the artillery fire. I can't find it here anywhere.
I'm putting it over on the right.
Oh. Thank you.
Alright, everything moved?
Yep.
So cavalry charge repulsed, but neither side broke, so the
I've got a fording attempt of the river here. These guys have been going slow, so
yeah, if they ford the river, half their movement.
So then on my side of the line, the French dragoons could catch up to the retreating British infantry, but no one else could, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Those guys, yeah, those were ordered to charge, but the enemy ran away, kind of, so they're just turning around now.
Yeah, I'm thinking like on Green Arrow, like the cavalry might be able to get them, but no one else could.
Yeah, they were ordered to charge, but like there's just so much infantry mass that
where
I
were
don't.
they to start? Where did they start at?
They start essentially here, so they would be rough.
Wow.
Yeah, they would. We'll just do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sorry.
Right.
If they weren't ordered to form squares, isn't that only?
They were not. Yeah, they were not
so
ordered to form square.
-1. Where'd my? Oh, I lost all my dice. My new square rules. So double attack. So -1 on the attack for the cavalry. Oh, and they get so that's 3.
Oh boy.
4. That's 2 disruption. Nothing back, but they do get a fire going in. I forgot to do. Oh wow, bad rolls.
Yeah.
All right, so they're getting harassed and they're about to break.
But the rest are going to be able to get
rest
away, though. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Did that artillery arrive to outnumbered in time?
Yeah, they roughly did. They're also artillery also, so I think they at least get half a turn of firing.
Yeah, I'll just do one roll. Ooh, big roll. Okay, I'll just shoot at that guy.
Oh, no, I already collected it.
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, undo what I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good.
Next, arrows.
Can you raise the? Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
1600. I can keep Baird again, Krieger.
1600, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you said you have General Baird?
Yeah.
All right. If I can do anything else to help, let me know.
You still have someone, right?
I have hope.
Yeah, okay. That's plenty. He's got a lot to deal with.
Okay.
Get Merla his screenshot.
excellent. Thank you.
I don't think it's going well for the British so far.
Well, it could be worse.
Yeah. Like, I think more is kind of fine. I'm wondering if Hope is just going to get Rampage through.
Alright, I'm gonna go and get orders.
Well, Moore could die if he's not. His flank just broke. He's got 2 dragoons coming in on him.
Range.
Hello, okay. From your lovely vantage point, you can see Hope is under attack. French horse guns are hitting his right flank, and cavalry's attacking his other position. To the west, you can see Moore is making a desperate defense with infantry and squares against a large cavalry charge. French dragoons while the rest of the flank division makes their escape. And I think that's about it.
Okay.
Does anyone currently have command of the cavalry?
Paget said he had it.
Okay.
So
I need the cavalry to start riding south. Double time.
double time. Okay. What are their orders?
Assist in forming. Try to provide a backbone for hope.
Okay. Should I have?
What is the rank?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Should I have Lord Paget report to Hope and do as he commands as he gets there?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, what were you asking?
What's the range on the artillery?
Actually, your guns, or whoever's guns are in the middle, are in range of the French guns now. If you would like them to start firing. It's a mile, give or take, but if they're on a ridge shooting down into a valley, it's even further. But they're about 6/10 of a mile away.
So they'd be able to get some decent shots in then.
Yeah, would you like to have them fire?
You know what? Yeah, just to have some alleviation for hope.
Okay.
I think we'll do something.
Alright, any other orders?
You think I should
Nope.
deploy infantry down there, Baird?
You know, I'm actually more worried about our right side. With the cavalry going down, I don't think we need infantry down there.
Got it.
I think our main priority is going to be the possibility of shifting right. Because if he starts getting swarmed by that cavalry, that's an issue.
Okay.
So I say we just hold here for now, see what happens with the cavalry sending, and have our artillery have some support. You know.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Or has very boldly decided to wade into the squares and personally rally the men.
Ooh, okay. Thanks, I can roll for that first.
Okay.
But I think based on the arrows, it seems like they might be breaking off the cavalry attack.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright, so they're broken, but let's see.
They just spoke up.
Yeah, whoever's forming up that big French attack on the 51st foot, they had orders to form square.
Oh, they had orders? Okay.
Yep, they had orders to form square.
Oh, I see. Okay.
As did the 5th and the 36th.
I see, okay. Well, that's
It just took me a while to... Yeah, my computer was being a little goofy with getting that squared away.
Curious to hear from Hendrik, because it seems like the French are just completely breaking off.
Yeah, it seems the British commander kind of got the... I'm not going to be able to save everybody, but I need to buy enough time to get troops back to...
Ordered into square, going uphill, so it's a -3. Oh, where'd their token go? So that's a 1, 3, 1. So 1 disruption. Let's do 1 back.
It's a 2 to 1 of them, right? Or
4.
yeah.
It's very cinematic, just holding desperately in the square on top of a hill as cavalry charges from all directions.
Yeah, cavalry's basically... They're holding, but cavalry's surrounding them.
They're
Oh.
gonna, yeah, they're
The
gonna
cavalry
lose,
has
but
cavalry has retreated.
they'll lose. But they're buying time, and that's the
Okay.
key thing.
So Moore did say if the cavalry retreated, he wanted to just head back to his lines.
Oh, stop! Those guys are retreating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and move them back.
Let's have a look how much. Well, they would get the order late. I think they will make it.
Alright, those guns stopped firing.
Yeah, they're also being very fast and moving. So, I think they would make it up the hill. Actually, they probably wouldn't because they would be stuck in a traffic jam behind the infantry.
Well, they would unlimber, that's a third, and then it'd just be getting there.
Yeah, but I don't think those guns could get up the ridge easily.
No.
I think they would just be stuck behind the infantry. Yeah.
So that cavalry got pulled back. This cavalry pulled back.
Okay.
The guns
Yeah,
are
Moore did
firing.
say. Yeah, so Moore did want to have the squares go into column and run away, basically, if the cavalry left.
Guns will be extra effective with that, so. Yeah, you can have them running away.
Yeah, I assumed they'd only go like 2.5. 2, yeah.
Right. I'm done with my moving.
Oh, then
Are those guys here staying in place?
Yes,
Okay.
they're holding the
Ooh, the cav coming down.
blue. The blue. Was that the blue arrows?
Sorry.
blue arrows
Right there, we probably be more like here.
Sorry.
Bless you. Sorry, which arrows do you mean? The blue arrows?
So green right here, green arrow.
Oh, my
These
arrows
are-
and blue arrows. Yes,
Yep.
yes, I meant those.
Yep.
I meant.
They're supposed. Yep, they're holding.
All right, lovely. Less combat to resolve.
Alright.
It's all good.
The British,
Just wanted to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
the British guns are targeting the cavalry over here, by the way. Whoever has that cavalry, so.
Did someone roll for more where he would be injured?
Oh, was
Because
he?
I mean
Well, the cavalry.
the artillery was firing
Oh, yeah, I can.
directly into the square.
I feel like it's pretty unlikely to actually get hit,
He's
but.
fine. He's fine.
Okay. Right. Let's delete.
Now it's.
Not saying it's impossible, but I think this is going to be a tough fight for the French.
Well, it always was, but.
I think
Yeah.
they actually should have exploited the cavalry charge on the left more. I don't.
Yeah,
think
they should have been just really aggressive here while the British were out of position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While they had him down on the valley and not on the ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they missed opportunity there. I think they easily could have caught them. Yeah,
They
could
could
have
still
caught more.
destroy Hope.
They could, but if he
Oh,
keeps
God.
retreating, though, like,
Oh yeah,
and he
Mervez
forms
being
into line, yeah.
Oh,
Mervez like does not want to get out of line formation.
let Hope know,
Guess
by
what's
the
your
way,
main in there?
that Lord Paget came up with the cavalry and is basically reporting
Yeah.
to him. So ask him what he wants Paget to do.
Right, are we all set?
Yep,
Is Paget
he's an NPC.
Okay.
So he's just ask Hope what he wants the cavalry to do.
Hope? Okay, you got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Who's doing Delabord?
I have Delabord. He is coming up to join
Yeah.
the cavalry.
I think we can just do one big screenshot then.
Okay.
1630, correct?
Are you?
Yep.
1630.
Why don't you do the screenshot? Because you know where you positioned the HQ for those.
Well, yeah, I'll just do the screenshot somewhat. Well, I'll be a bit nicer this time around. Right, so this makes that makes them all collocated. Large Delbord and low say.
Yeah, that's huge.
All right, gentlemen. A lot happened in the last half hour. So the French cavalry attacks in the west were pulled back, allowing the flank division to make its escape. Your artillery in the center is firing on the French guns pulled back as well, but they were replaced by cavalry, and they're getting pretty good shots in on the French cavalry moving about to their south in the center. Meanwhile, Lord Paget is racing his cavalry south down the road to assist Hope, who seems to be retreating some of his division. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot going on, but Paget's making his way to help Hope, and you can see more and more French troops coming over the ridge line, next ridge line over, and that's it.
All right.
What are your orders?
I would like the artillery to stop firing.
Okay.
Take a breather. And then nothing else from me.
Leave the infantry as is. And continue to back up Hope. Try to fend off the couple of divisions making contact with, what's that, the second?
Are
Down
those
in the
orders
south.
for the cavalry?
Yes.
I told Hope he has command of the cavalry now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's probably
okay.
easier that he does.
Although Hope is north for some reason, so I don't know what he can see, but
Oh.
he abandoned his division. I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This is a mess right now.
Well, if he has command of the cavalry, then Godspeed, I guess.
I don't know. I can see the cavalry doing something, so they got orders somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's hope it's a conservative order and they don't charge recklessly.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing else?
Nope.
Nothing for me, sir.
Okay. You could go talk to Pope. He's pretty close.
Yeah, sure.
I think
yeah.
we should.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it gives us something to do for 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and co-locate you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, sir.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, hello. We seen that you were here, so we came to see what the word is.
Oh, yes. I don't know what's my order. My orders are being so misinterpreted that I found myself way
Up here?
out of position.
Yeah, you're up here, your
Yes.
division's down there, and now the cavalry is also down there, which was
Yeah, I
supposed
wasn't
to help
told
you.
that you took command of the cavalry. I don't mind, but now I just hope they don't charge.
I didn't charge them. No, I did not.
Okay.
I told them
Yeah.
to screen my infantry retreat. So not
That's
to charge.
yeah, that was
screen.
the intention.
That's exactly what I was intending.
That's what I ordered. So every turn, my orders have been misinterpreted every turn. So
Okay.
well, I mean we got what we got. So I'm trying to make do.
Well, we have a
trying to
breather.
get my infantry out.
Yeah, we have a breather on our right flank at least. They pulled off their push that we see.
I think they may come up that center road.
Yes. So that main road. Well, actually not the center road, but the main road at the beginning of at about I'd say 15:30, I saw first, second, and third division of the enemy coming down that road.
Yeah.
So they have a lot that were coming down the main road, the one that I was trying to defend. So far, none of our units have been broken, but it was very, very scary for like an hour.
Yeah, we seen. That's why we kind of contemplated, and we were like, yeah, send the cavalry to at least help screen you so that we don't lose battalions, in detail.
Yes, yeah, and like I said, I did order them to screen us, to basically get between the enemy in the south and our infantry so they can retreat. If that gets misinterpreted, I'm gonna scream. I specifically said do not charge. We need these cavalry for later.
Yeah, if they get engaged, we almost have to help, or else they're.
Else
it'll
we
be
just
for
lose the
nothing.
cavalry.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Where'd that token go?
Right, the French really should just go all out attack. I mean, especially on Hope. While he's
Yep.
retreating, he's gonna take a ton of damage.
Yeah,
I think this cavalry is gonna screen the rest of his retreat though, like their opportunity was earlier.
Yep, I completely agree.
Yeah, for now, I think the French just need to make like a colossal battle line and get ready to smash into the British and hope
Yeah.
it works out.
They've but even then, like the British
Well-
now are formed up in good order.
They do have an artillery advantage of the French, so they should probably rely on that now over anything else.
Bombard them for a little while.
True.
Yeah, I think if they concentrate on some point in the line and just try and smash through there.
Except, Soult needs to get his artillery up into action. It's kind of just moving along the coast right now.
Yeah, those 3 batteries are pretty far back.
All right. God, there's so much going on here. Despite nothing going on.
The cavalry are jumping all over the place. And forward and back and forward and back.
Yeah, the cavalry's falling here. They should get some rest, but not this time. They fall into the river, so no rest for them. Yeah, I mean, if the infantry moves, the artillery should move as well.
Yeah, they'll just be arriving.
I think they will be very much in range. If the infantry moves, I'm not sure if it moves. That's Brooks' job.
Yep. Well, the cavalry are screening
Alright.
the retreat.
Why does one of actually it works? If it is clicked like 20 times, then it works. Oh man.
Yeah, I found sometimes if you alternate which buttons you click, it tends to start responding to
The
you.
crazy thing is, when I see it the very first time you click it, it works. Like it shows it fixed for.
I mean, you're the host, so
It took me forever to get these units into square formation.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know why.
probably the ping for me.
There was a while where was it these units? No, it was a different set of units wouldn't load for half the people, so we had to like change the units at the beginning of the game super fast. There's like 3 games in a row that happened. It was super annoying.
Oh, damn.
Alright, is everyone done?
Hendrik,
Yes.
the 2 wagons at the end of the column here, they are with the cavalry divisions on the west now.
What so they were reassigned to which division? Or did you just say cavalry divisions?
One to each of the horse artillery batteries that does not already have a supply wagon for it.
All right,
The
that
only
sounds
movement I have here is to click these guys into line and deploy them.
I've moved the supply wagons.
Running out of time. What time is it? What was it?
17.
11.
So,
Oh, January 1809. Hold on. When is dusk?
Yeah, it should be soon, right?
In January. Yeah, they're running out of time.
Maybe in Spain, so
True.
1703.
Dusk in Spain in January. We're gonna say 7 p.m. So they got 2 more hours.
Ooh.
We should probably mention to everyone like light is fading a little.
Yep.
we can decrease the lighting a very little bit, maybe.
They make their screenshots a tiny bit smaller.
Okay, well, maybe. But I think this is observable. It's gone a bit dark. Actually, maybe it was just too much already.
James, do you still have General Baird, or do you need me to step in there?
No, you keep. They're not doing anything anyway, so I'll keep those 2, and you just keep Hood or Hope. That works.
Yep. Okay.
So
Keep-
for Hope, his 51st Foot got overwhelmed. They're breaking, but everyone else is making their escape.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
1700.
Oops. There's still lines.
Books, do you just want to do the screenshot for all three of them?
Yeah, I will get I'll get Merla and I'll also get all the Western guys.
Yep. So the calf. Okay. Well, then I'm. Yeah. Perfect. I'm
Okay, I'm
free.
gonna get the orders.
Ugh.
Hurting.
Where did Hope go?
Oh, I thought you moved him.
I have no idea.
He just left.
He was speaking and
Yeah.
then he disappeared.
Oh, he may have
Yeah, he was like literally mid sentence.
a connection issue. Okay, well, hopefully he comes back. So Paget, Lord Paget, his cavalry deployed and forced the French into square and bought time for Hope's division to make their escape. Except for one regiment. Looks like the 51st Foot got caught out on the hill and is fighting a desperate rearguard defense to buy time. The only artillery firing right now is some French guns to the west, as you can see. Your own guns are silent. And basically, the French are taking a big, nice, long position along the whole of the ridge to your south. But they've not really left it. And do you want to give tentative orders for Hope in case he doesn't show up?
Yeah, let's just get him deployed to my left.
He got moved into the French channel. What the crap?
The hell?
I think Kiger moved him there. Okay, never mind. He's giving orders to Kiger.
Okay.
Okay. Any orders for your divisions?
No, none. Everything is to remain still and silent for now.
Okay. Artillery not firing.
Nope.
Alright, I got it.
You
Thanks, sir.
suggested I deploy my infantry closer to the center of the hill.
Yeah, now that Hope is here, and he can kind of have a back line, especially when the cavalry, falls back. Here is fine. I would suggest going towards maybe the 3rd Division and kind of setting up where you were originally at.
Hope's back, by the way.
Did you hear what he was saying, Hope? What are your thoughts?
I did not hear. I just got here.
I recommended that our reserve line, Paget, kind of shift towards the center of the hill. That way he can support our right flank if needed because they're pretty beat up. And since you're here.
Alright, Kiger. What orders did Hope give?
So he wants his artillery to form up to the left of
Like right here?
the 4th Foot.
Left of the 4th foot. Okay.
Or well, to the right on our screen, but
Okay, right here.
yep, right there,
Okay.
so that they can fire on the road.
Everyone
He
else?
wants a line of infantry, and then everyone else who can retreat back to form a reserve.
Okay, we'll just move these guys. So move it on the road.
And then he's like, yeah, the cavalry, I understand, they're probably going to be lost, but screen as long as they can.
Okay, so let's think that through. Half-hour turn. They're screening. They're charging, so we're gonna have a battle. Cab battle.
Oh God, what's going on there?
All right, the guy who was supposed to play more finally ended up showing up. I made him into Frazier.
Yeah, that works.
Almost on time.
Yeah. Okay, so these guys.
Reserve. Okay. New disruption rules. Let's see, dragoons versus dragoons. 6 at L8. Chasseurs versus hussars. That's a big roll.
Oh. Right, James. Which disruption did the French cavalry start at again? Was it 2 or 3?
They were 2s to start.
So okay,
Oh,
so they can
okay,
go
so
down
over
to 3. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work at all, but Mermet was saying he was gonna try to use his infantry to kind of distract the cavalry. I'm not sure if that would work though, but yeah, he said they would try to distract the cavalry. If they got charged, they would form back into square.
We can show them the British are breaking, so we can show them moving up, kind of.
Okay.
Help to fire. Yeah, so Paget. Well, he's got reserves.
Like, yeah, Paget
and,
could get away, but
I'm assuming this would be capture because he said he would have the hussars round them up, the 41st foot.
Yeah, those cuirassiers coming downhill had a good charge. Okay.
yeah, I feel like Paget could get away, and some of the other troops could get away, but basically, yeah, he wanted to just form a line. He's now done it, so yeah.
Okay. Artillery still firing. Were they targeting anything in particular? Ooh, good roll. 5, 4.
I think we need Hendrik back to say, but probably just over the throne.
These guys have been. They should be recovering now. Or you're already recovering them.
Yeah, I've already been taking them up. They should be at 5.
Never mind. Guess we're still waiting on some people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a clear winner of this battle.
Well, if the British hold till dark, they win. So
okay.
Unless
they're just trying to escape, right?
Unless the French basically
throw
everything in the next hour and a half, next 3 turns.
I was gonna say, I feel the Brits are in a pretty good spot. Like, they've got a pretty good battle line.
Yeah.
But last time I umpired, I was very wrong. So,
well,
we shall see.
Almost half the French army, I don't think we'll be able to reach them in time.
They really
unless
need
they
to
rush.
I mean, they're sitting on the ridge where they need to all be advancing now. They don't.
Yeah, I think they're getting ready for an artillery barrage that they just don't really have the time for.
Let's see. Those 2 guns are
I mean, honestly, I would say they should just probably charge the cavalry straight at them from the
from
the left.
Infantry in and cavalry right behind where they're. Let's see. 2, 3. That's 2 disruption.
Yeah, all the artillery here is firing.
They're getting high rolls. They're doing well.
Well, at last. Please work. Oh.
Well, it shows unlimbered for me.
Oh, god damn it, it isn't for me.
I guess keep pushing the button.
Cool, I think those would make it if those guys move up.
So the one cavalry commander that isn't a player had the best cavalry charge so far in the game.
As of course is tradition.
But whoever's commanding him should be happy with it, I guess.
I just need the Polish cavalry. Well, if they had the Polish cavalry, then they could just charge them straight through the British line and make it to the city.
kind
But
of
even then,
shows-
there's still two like British units that aren't broken that could disrupt anything coming from the right flank.
It does kind of show why the French failed in this battle, because if the real fight started around 2 and they only had till 7 p.m., they only had 5 hours to
Yeah.
cover. Let's see.
I think the British almost made it easy for them, and at least during the first part, if the French had been more aggressive, because the British were just continually retreating.
Yeah.
They weren't really forming stable lines.
Yeah, I think if the French had just swarmed them and then made a big ol' assault column and just ran up the middle, they'd probably be fine.
The biggest French mistake was pulling the cavalry back in the middle of that fight.
To your point, though, James, yeah, this is a tough scenario for the French.
Yeah,
But
for
again,
sure.
like that's the point of historical wargaming. It's not meant to be fair per se.
All right, everyone move. Are we all moved?
Yes,
Yep.
Merle is just
Yes,
deploying
sir.
where he is.
Has the third division French moved, or what are those guys doing here?
French First Division just deployed on the line where it is.
Looks like
Third.
they're just holding.
But,
Third
are those
also, yes. His left wing is forming up in an assault column. His right wing is just starting the guns in the hill.
okay? Then 1730 it is, right?
1730.
James, are you still handling Sir Baird, or do you want me to do it?
I'll keep them.
Okay.
You just keep because you have basically you have hope in the cavalry now. So.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
that way.
Alright, Brooks, are you
Andrew?
doing the screenshots again? Not should I?
Hendrik, can you get the screenshot?
Yes.
Uh, 1730, right?
Yep. You can show a little bit more than that, Kiger. If you look at my screenshot as example.
Gotcha.
How are you out there?
I'm
That's a different Paget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
two
the better-
Paget's.
It's Lord
Paget.
Paget, not E Paget. Alright, so Lord Paget does screen Hope's division to get to safety, but at a cost. French heavy cavalry come pouring over the hill into their flank. There's a fierce fight in the vicinity of that small town just across the stream, and it looks like Paget's cavalry are breaking and fleeing north. But Hope has had time to reform his men, extending the line all the way to the coast. And you can see the French, well, they're kind of chasing the cavalry, but they're mostly sitting on the ridge. They do have a good chunk of their guns to the west are firing and hitting, I think, what's Fraser's division to pretty good effect, it looks like. Your own guns are continue to remain silent and wait for orders, and that's about it. And it is
Hey, thank you.
getting dark. It's January, so it gets dark early. You got about an hour and a half of
Fighting left.
decent daylight, maybe an extra half hour into dusk, into twilight. So not a ton of time. So if you could just hold for another 2 hours, maybe less, you should be able to escape on the ships in the night.
Nice. So a good historical outcome.
What are your orders?
I'll go first. I would like both of the batteries, the artillery batteries, to open fire on the infantry that is sitting on top of the hill, kind of southwest of them.
Okay.
Both of them are to aim kind of at the same the infantry there,
Got it.
and then my division is to not move.
Okay, Paget.
I have been ordered to send my reserve division and station them behind Fraser's. The intent is to remain just out of the range of the guns, but in back of Fraser's men to support them in case the guns break them or they form up for a final assault on our left flank.
Your whole division going?
I will leave one battalion here.
Which one?
Should
Do you
we
think that's
or
sufficient?
I think you should take the whole thing, personally.
Thoughts, Hope?
If they send cavalry across, at least there'll be one battalion to hold them there.
That's my thinking too. So I'm gonna
They're pretty
leave.
aggressive with their cavalry.
Yeah, we got to get that cavalry.
I can't tell what it is. The 22nd?
There's a 52nd foot. Leave that.
50s. Yes.
Okay. And are you going with the line?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
And then hope you can give your orders to Kiger.
Oh,
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. General Holt, what can I do for you, sir?
Yes. Can we get our guns to fire and basically try to help screen the cavalry so they can get back to our lines, the ones that are still
Yeah.
the fresher cavalry, the one that's 6 is not going to be able to get away. They need to do a rearguard action. The rest, though, should come back to our lines. And let's keep our reserves behind our troops. I see them moving off to the north. I want them to be right behind us.
Okay.
Yeah, but our guns should be firing to assist cavalry withdrawal.
Is there a priority of like what you want to fire at, cavalry or infantry or enemy artillery or?
Cavalry.
Got it. Okay. You got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Time to fire the guns.
James, you already beat me to the artillery on the cavalry.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good roll for it.
I rolled all this artillery on the left-hand side.
Oh, nice. Okay. Easy.
And they pull back the cavalry.
Should the guns in the east be further, or is that where they're at?
They start about here, so I moved them. He wanted to have them up here, so they started here, so I moved them in column along the roads towards there.
Would this gun?
I think this was the only one I think that had enough time to actually set up. Probably only got the short period of firing though.
I'll just show them firing, but not roll for it since they just barely started. Oh,
Oh
cavalry
man,
charge.
Merla's way behind.
Oh boy.
The start moving sooner. In fact, Marmet
I see.
might barely reach the line in time to, unless he like rushes his men. Oh man, it looks like the cavalry are charging.
Cavalry charge up a hill.
Oh yeah, they're just full sending it. Oh,
They
should be
got a
exciting.
chance, though. They got a chance to cause a chain route, though.
Yeah.
It's not a good one,
They're
but
not attacking
it's
the
a chance.
weakest part of the infantry line, the part that's been softened up by the artillery. Because if they, well, I guess some of them.
Well, it seems like the second line is what they're trying to do. They're having the first line hit the flank, and then the second line go into the weak part.
Would they form the squares just automatically?
Yeah, they would.
Or okay.
Yeah,
They'd have enough time.
they did specify these guys are specifically ordered for square if they get attacked.
Bro, those guys are also charging. God damn it, mass cavalry charge.
Yeah.
They're going there, and this guy is actually going with his guys.
They can all make it. Yeah, that's not
They
good.
they might do it. Let's see.
Well, I
Here's-
think this artillery is
like
going
the,
to.
It's like the French only hope for trying to. Wait, if they get
It's
units
this
into the
colossal
city, they
cavalry
count as
charge.
winning.
Alright, so let's.
How do the French actually win this? Do they have to get units into the city?
Well, it really depends on the end state. If they have like one unit there, that's not going to do much, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's about just functionally cutting off the British retreat.
which means really that Marmette should have been the main part of the attack.
Alternatively, I mean, if they do like irrecoverable damage and the British still escape, I think that's still pretty good for them.
Oh yeah.
6.
Maybe also worth rolling for this guy whether he gets injured.
Yeah, I'll give them a +1 and then roll for the injury. So they're doing 2 attack. 2 to 1. They were ordered into square. So -2. That's 1 disruption. 1 back. Okay. Then they get +1, so just -1.
I'll go for the injury.
That's enough.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he rolled an 8.
That's dead. Luce gave his life.
Oh, that's so brutal.
But he gave the +1, so it does cause a chain route. That's 7, 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a chain route now.
So now
Pretty
we
good.
see what that.
For fuck's sake. I rolled a die
Wow,
1.
man, these French are rolling good.
Well, except for this for the
Alright,
commander.
except for him, yeah. Oh, that wasn't too good.
You know, his sacrifice will be remembered.
Yeah.
He was enough to start the chain route, then he got shot down.
Wait, if they just form the square automatically and they're just -1 to the cavalry attacking, if they're not ordered.
Yes.
Sorry?
I think if a unit forms into square just automatically, it only -1 to attacking cavalry.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Alright, well, in the middle they did really good. To the side, they kind of just charged into a wall.
We'll just show that, because I like it.
Well, at least the British have some reserves.
Yes, they did wisely move their reserves in there.
Yeah, these guys would be square.
And chuck a bunch of smoke over everything.
Throw the smoke. Getting overrun. These guys
Yep.
got repulsed. Luce was shot. These guys.
Would Soul be able to hear kind of what's going on, or no?
Here? Oh, from there?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he'd see it. Not the cavalry
Okay.
charge part. I don't think they're going to make it through the second line, but it was a good charge.
Mhm.
Oh, they got infantry following up. They might. There's a small chance. Alright, 16.
Yeah, they
18.
got something going. I'm gonna put Paget with Fraser here. I think that's where he moved to.
What am I doing with the dead player?
So let him become another cavalry player, maybe Franceschi. Like he could,
There is another division?
yeah, there's.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, then I'll
he can take over that guy.
I go talk to him then in a
cavalry
second.
spent.
Are we good for screenshots?
Yep.
1800.
Right, did I board left or then left the position? Okay, then I have to move to.
Yeah, they should all be separated.
Yep.
now.
All right,
Yes.
makes sense.
Laborde was following La Hussier as far as he could.
I'm going to look at the orders.
All right, General Paget and Fraser. So you have ordered your reserve to start moving west. They've formed back in the column and are moving down the road with you at the head. And you've kind of arriving towards the center of the army's position behind the artillery batteries. Fraser's there. And you can see to your west a giant cavalry charge has gone in. It looks like it's partially successful. It's shattered 3 different regiments, but there are more in reserve behind that have formed square. It's not fully broken the hole through, but you can see French columns and an assault column moving down, following behind the French attack. What are your orders, Paget?
Move west and blunt the assault.
Okay, keep moving west.
As you should move west until you reach Crawford's line.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking we hit the back, like hit between Moore's column where the 17th are.
Fraser, I don't know. Has anyone been coming to take your orders?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
It's supposed to be Sparty, right?
I think so. Yeah, but I'll take him right now.
Well, yeah, I don't really have many orders. Just the units with close proximity to the enemy cavalry will form square, and the rest will just hold. Reserves will be committed once the forward units are broken. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright. I assume you got both Fraser and Paget?
Yeah, I got them both.
Cool, thank you.
All right, yeah, the player said he just wants to be dead, otherwise he would spoil it to the others.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So I've just moved them to the other cavalry guy. They can just talk, so they're not alone.
Alright. Still remaining in line formation. They're like gonna barely reach the enemy.
Is
What?
the French artillery not firing anymore over here?
Okay.
And no, they would be just hitting the friendlies. Well, they just could fire
Yeah, I
the
think
but
Yeah, because I think this
Yeah.
artillery here is firing at them. They'd probably just sink into counter battery.
Those artillery
Makes
guys
sense.
do like to do counter battery.
Back down.
Alright, cavalry attacks still going in everywhere.
I don't think we have Hendrik back yet.
I assume.
Presumably.
Those guys
Oh, never mind. They might be breaking. Oh yeah, cavalry looks to be breaking off.
Alright,
To
who's
the infantry.
giving the order for them to pull back?
What?
There's no time for pulling back.
Yeah, especially these guys here. If their command is dead, like I think they're just sending it. You know.
Yeah, we're rolling for sending it. Full send.
It literally shattered a ton of units.
Yeah, like they're high on like victory. You know.
I don't think they'd actually retreat, would they?
Yeah, would you like imagine you're in the middle of a charge and like some courier's trying to like pull everyone back like that?
Yeah, like some dinky lieutenant's like, no, you have to go.
Stop attacking.
He will not retreat.
Alright, so there's that was a bad roll. I think they're gonna hold.
Right, general retreat for the cavalry in the east. West. God damn it.
They got pretty far with just dragoons in the first one, so no,
Is La Hussier dead?
Yep.
Delaware
dead, yeah.
trying to co-locate with him. It's beautiful.
Oh god.
I'll
Can
get
co-locate with his dead body.
Alright, now they're pulling back.
Yeah, they're pulling back, but a bit of disarray. But they did some damage, although honestly too late. If they had done it like an hour earlier, then might have been.
Yeah, I think if they had the chance to like batter with artillery a little more and have the infantry closer behind.
What is melee doing? The first division of French?
Merle is advancing in a line of lines, attempting to remain on Mermet's left flank.
I'm so confused. I'm also confused what third division spent the first 2 hours of the battle with. But looked like they were
Third
running
division is
wings out
going
roses.
in the wake of the cavalry.
Sorry?
Third division is going in the wake of the cavalry.
Yeah, the cavalry is retreating to behind third division.
Well, we'll see if he was willing to carry it through or not.
Oh, James, if Mermet moved his troops forward, would the artillery still be able to fire over them because they're on the ridge top?
Yeah, for where they are, they're fine.
Okay.
Alright, 1830, combat's done. Cavalry charge repulsed. Infantry going in, not much time left though.
And Paget
They're
is
gonna
probably
just
more
reach the
now.
line and it's gonna get too. Wait. If they're already engaged and it starts getting dusk, would they automatically pull
Yeah, they'd
back?
fire like dusk is when it starts to get
It's
really
just like dark.
So we'll go.
Yeah.
We'll probably go to 1730. Or
I'll make it
1930.
darker then.
Yeah, no, that's fine as it is. I like that. All right, 1830.
I can take Paget since he'll be with more.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Fraser.
Right.
All right, Fraser, you there? Are you with me, Chinleaf? You there? Hello, hello, hello. You're muted. Well, if you have any orders, type them in your channel, I guess.
Let me see. Oop, someone else? Oh, it's James.
Just listening in.
Yep. So it's dusk at 1900, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be getting considerably dark now.
The next
Got
half
it.
hour.
Okay.
Alright, so more you're just staying at the front lines, helping to rally your men and patch out where your orders?
I'm going to deploy my men in wherever the gaps in the line are, form them into squares, and help them brunt this attack.
I wouldn't form them into squares. They're coming in as with infantry.
You think that's not necessary?
I mean, they just pulled back with their cavalry, and these got 2 assault columns coming.
Okay, just form in a line then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crawford might be cooked.
All right. Mermes said you want to do fire or volley and then charge, but I just put the volley down for him right now.
Yeah, if they just got in volley range, we can do the charge next turn.
James, are you doing all the dice on my side of the line here?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so I already did the red artillery.
Okay.
So don't worry about them.
Did you do the French artillery yet?
I'll do that.
No.
Oh, I already moved them up for the firing.
Okay. Let's see. These guys are in the town shooting at each other. -1.
Oh wow. Okay, they might actually do something. And he did say specifically try to target the artillery with any infantry he had, if that was in range.
Yeah, I forgot to roll for that. Okay.
Alright, they're not doing too bad actually.
They're on the hill. Hold on. So,
Oh, there's another guy moving down to the valley.
God. Trying to get these guys out of squares, tough. I also need help on there's one guy on the left hand side that is stuck in square.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has someone rolled for this artillery duel?
Oh, no, I think I was asking whether you did it. I've given them disruption already, though.
What about the British? Did you give them? Oh wow.
Yeah, I gave them disruption.
Well, the British guns have done well.
No, they are. Alright, sorry. I thought you were adding the normal disruption.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that's
So-
devastating. Holy shit.
I saw after your rolls, James, a couple British units routed. Did you do the chain route thing for them yet?
I did that already.
Oh, you did. Okay, perfect.
All right. 1900. So we'll do. Well, they should know. They got about half an hour left of daylight.
I've got assault column coming in here
Oh.
on the far left.
We will roll for that for sure.
Yeah, they're coming in hot.
Were those guys here given the normal firing disruption already? I don't actually think so.
Here
No.
and here.
I guess realistically, what
These
does
ones should be 4. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, perfect.
What does French victory look like?
Cutting them off from the city.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, essentially cutting them off of the city, at least causing heavy casualties, I guess. But
Okay.
it's not really looking at like that currently.
Unless they somehow have a major breakthrough with Murmaya. And even then, they still have the other road to get back to the city. The other flank does.
Yep. No, I was just curious. All right.
And I think I am done. Yeah.
Oof. I'm rolling good for the British.
Okay. Come on,
It is their guards, so.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. First wave's breaking, but they got more waves coming.
The screenshots should probably begin small now with the darkness.
Yeah. Pretty so we make
Oh yeah.
Let's make it real dark, so they get the clue.
Oh, rough day for billboard.
I did a battle that was really dark and I had mist over top of everything, which made it very hard for the players to see.
How small do you want screenshots?
Do like half-mile screenshots now.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll keep Fraser, I guess. Pageant.
I can do pageant more together.
Yeah. Are you here, Fraser?
Oh, I think I missed like 2 turns.
Yes, you did. Or one turn anyway. So the cavalry charge was repulsed, but now there's a large French infantry assault coming in. I don't know if it's partially on your flank, yeah, hitting the 82nd
Partially.
foot on yours.
Partially.
But the guards are there and doing quite well. It's the French are moving up the hill. Guards are firing down on them and so far have repulsed their attacks. It's getting very dark, so hard to see very well.
Yeah. Orders are the center units, the unengaged ones, are gonna look at the French and just fire at them and hamper their charge while they do that. So, and obviously, if they charge themselves, if they charge my center, then we'll try to resist.
Okay.
Just fire at them with as many units as we can.
Got it. Thank you. Guess I should listen to someone.
Aware of what's going on the other side of the peninsula sort of thingy here. Any questions from you? Well, I'll take that as a no, and I'll be back in listening for others.
Okay.
Let's see, they're running.
More and Paget are jumping into the front lines to help out.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, Yeah, if they're in the front lines, yeah, roll for it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Like,
let's test my luck again. Let's test my luck again.
Full on assault.
Let's see if I roll an 8 or 8.
No.
No, I rolled a. What is this?
okay,
A 6?
Paget gets a gunshot, I guess.
Yeah, let's say Mur is
Minor
fine, and 6 is a minor wound. Yeah, Paget gets hit, but not. Yeah, this
Really so, yeah. But yeah, those units should probably get a bonus when we roll that. Big X, what could that mean?
Ugh.
I was hoping we would see the 95th Rifles get some action, but I think they've just been in the rear the whole time.
They have been. Might get interesting in a second.
Well, maybe we'll have to involve the British warships eventually.
Okay. All right. Did anyone do anything with by the green arrow? These artillery pieces?
No, I haven't rolled that.
not yet. Not yet.
James, did you roll for this, the
Yeah.
cavalry?
I did.
Because if he got charged, he wanted them to form squares.
Well, I guess
This unit.
the artillery they
Okay.
were firing at retreated, right?
So, I can't confirm, but if Sir Baird is in charge of any of these artillery pieces, he wants to fire like here.
Okay, well, no one else is giving them other orders, and they just finished their counter battery, so I think that's fine.
Yep. Okay, so he wants to fire on like here and here or here and here. Basically like this corner.
Ooh, super effective angle.
Yeah, I think that'll be a nice little big shot for them.
Yep.
Alright, he also said he wanted the artillery to target the cavalry over here, but since they charged, I'm not sure if they still do that.
All right, General Delaborde has called off the remaining charges and wants to countermarch his columns. Not sure.
What? That ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess
They
they could
literally
sound
are
the
in the
bugle to
middle of a
retreat,
battle.
but that's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean,
don't think
Alright, uphill.
maybe we
think
could
it was-
penalize them since their commanders are yelling to retreat, but I don't know.
Otherwise, I move the cavalry for General Hope. Otherwise, it's just keep holding the line for the British. Here, basically.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
6. That line is barely holding. Although there's another line behind it, but
Oh, they're holding good of the general there.
Yeah, they've got reserves.
There's Moore's there, that's why they're not breaking.
Yeah, Moore and Paget are both throwing themselves in, so.
Oh wow, they should roll to see if they get killed then.
Yeah, we already did a little while
We
ago.
already did that. Yeah, one of them got a scratch, but nothing more serious.
That's a
Alright.
scratch.
at the end of the day, the British hold.
Just
Bloodied,
barely.
but they hold the field, right?
Hope is breaking, but it's too dark now to follow up on it. So
Like literally broken a hole in the line, but yeah, they have to just continue
Right, all the
straight.
supply wagons on the left for the French, right? Yeah, there's so many supply wagons.
Yeah, this is the collection.
alright, let's bring everyone to the
Multiple
lobby.
messengers were sent back to pull more supply wagons that way.
That's
So
funny.
Where's Delaborde going, Brooks? Is he staying down the valley?
So Delaborde had attempted to.
And
We'll find out.
Oh my god.
They can't keep running away.
we can't
It's
keep
not-
getting away with this.
Getting away with it!
Jarvis, send 10 billion infantry to fight against 20 billion infantry in an offensive. The 10 billion has to be in an offensive too.
Order.
Alright, everyone, welcome to the after game lobby.
Decisive British victory.
Everyone will have a chance to talk. Please mute yourselves until it is your turn. So before I go over and give the perspective, let's hear from the two CICs, starting with the French. Soult, how do you feel like you're doing?
I think they have a pretty good chance of a good chunk of their forces being able to make it out, as I'm unaware of exactly what's going on their western flank. We do have guns positioned on the hills overlooking the bay, so I think we'll definitely give them a difficulty in trying to board ships and leave the harbor. And with it being nighttime, there will be a decent amount of difficulty for that. I think of just maneuvering while also being engaged, but we will see.
All right, and then more. How are you feeling?
It's dicey, but I think we've got enough to hold. I'm not sure about what's going on in the east, so yeah, but I think we're just about okay.
All right. So historically, the battle really didn't start till 2 in the afternoon, which is why we started at 2. And we did start with the French all arrayed. So the French were trying to orient myself. The French were able to start. You guys know the starting position's about here, with the British able to start here. The British had 1 division 4 deployed in this area, Hope's 2nd division, and then had Crawford's flanking division deployed here. But after a pretty minor skirmishing on both sides, they both pulled back pretty quickly. Crawford falling back here and Hope coming back here. Now, there was a point where the French, they had cavalry chasing after Crawford, and they also had kind of cavalry here. I think there's a missed opportunity on the French side that at one point there was a big cavalry engagement here with Moore himself there, and the French cavalry charged in and then were pulled back the next turn. And had they just been fully committed and kept going, I think they would have won here, and possibly even killed Moore, and then been able to disrupt that flanking division while they were still vulnerable before they got to the next ridge. So I think there's one missed opportunity. The other one was I think there was some hesitancy in the middle. Had the cavalry and maybe the infantry pushed aggressively, they could have cut off Hope before he mostly escaped. Although Hope, he sacrificed one of his infantry regiments, the 51st Foot, to get away, and then Lord Paget was sacrificed also to get him away. There's a big cavalry charge from Franceschi, which broke a good chunk of Lord Paget's cavalry. So in this scenario, it mirrors historically. So the French actually didn't have the numbers infantry-wise. It was, I think their infantry was like 2/3 the British number. But they did have the advantage in cavalry and in artillery. So it's an interesting scenario because, infantry numbers are important. And it's hard to win when you're outnumbered. And so you got to be able to leverage that artillery and cavalry advantage, which is hard to do in this terrain because it's hilly. There's streams crossing everywhere. It's not like big open flat, sometimes European battlefield terrains. The other challenge the French have is a short time period. If the battle doesn't really start till 2 p.m. and it's dark by 7 p.m., you only got 5 hours to cross 3 miles and crush an army. And so historically the French didn't win, the British were able to escape, and that's basically what is going to happen here. So in the left, at the end, as it's getting dark, there's a huge cavalry charge, which went pretty well. Unfortunately, Losey was unlucky and died in the charge, but he did manage to break 3 regiments worth of British infantry. But the British had, ample reserves, and so they broke through the first line, here, and then but the second line it was too much. And then the French did follow up with a big infantry assault, but again, the British just had too many reserves here, and so that assault was repulsed at the very end. And on the far right, so Merlet, unfortunately, Merlet is just barely coming in, but was too slow. I think that's one of the stories for the French is not aggressive enough, not fast enough, given the time constraint. I think Merlet sat on this ridge for maybe hour too long. Should have been moving earlier because he's just barely getting up to the fight now, and it's already getting dark. But on the far right, Mermet's going in, and he's actually breaking Hope's division. Hope was already pretty disrupted. So had it not gotten dark, the French left would have broken. And really, had this happened a hour earlier, Mermet could have possibly broken through and cut off the British from getting into Corunna. It would have been a French victory. But unfortunately, it's just too dark now, and there are reserves present. So the fighting will stop soon after this point, and the British, as they did historically, will be able to get into the city and escape. The French do have guns overlooking the harbor, and so they do kind of range a good chunk of it. So that's an interesting point. They may be able to harass some of the British ships as they're loading, unloading. That may affect things, but I'm calling it a British victory. They're able to hold. I think the British were a little bit risky in forward deploying just 2 divisions like that, and we're lucky the French didn't capitalize on it. I also think they pulled back too quickly. If you had more lines of defense, division here, put up a little bit more of a fight, maybe with the cavalry closer at hand to help support. The cavalry were kept back in the rear for a long time, but hold a little bit longer, force the French in a line, and then fall back. I think you could have delayed the French even further, but you guys won, so I guess your plan worked out. I think this scenario, there's a reason the French lost historically. It's a hard scenario, so it was in the British favor. So that's it. Let's hear from all the other umpires, and then we'll hear from the players. We'll start with Umpire Argent.
Hello. I was umpiring for Soult and Murmah. So I think they both did pretty good. They were the main attack in the east of the battlefield, and the cavalry that was put under Soult's command did pretty good with that charge where they broke the British cavalry and sent them running. They were able to set up their artillery, and yeah, they just took a bit too long. I think if they could have done one thing better, would have been just move a bit quicker and try to be more aggressive. But I think it was a really fun game overall, and I really enjoyed helping to umpire it.
Thank you. Umpire Brooks.
Yeah, I had Merlet and Delaborde, who both started off here. And one of the big difficulties they faced was navigating the terrain, the road networks, initially trying to support 2nd Division, then going back to form a line here, and then advancing. It was somewhat conservative play. The French flanks were very secure, but they just ran out of time.
Yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. There was a big traffic jam for a while on this bridge, but all the streams were fordable, so the French would have moved faster, just crossing the stream and not get everyone across the bridge. All right, thank you. Thanks for helping umpire for your first time as well and for a live game. Hendrik.
Hello, yeah. So I umpired for the French 1st and 2nd Cavalry, which were really just operating in the west. Initially, the 1st Cavalry, I started with 2nd Cavalry. 2nd Cavalry just moved across the ridge, and around here, they would have had an opportunity to essentially fall into the flank of one of the retreating divisions. However, they didn't take it and just charged later on. I believe that was one of the sort of major missed opportunities. You could have very easily got at least a few battalions or regiments there. but it preserved your force very well, and was a stepping stone to another attack. Ultimately, it wasn't successful, but you did at least quite good damage, and I think it was sound. For the first cavalry, initially it was a bit split. You kind of set up artillery here and went down into the valley, but eventually also you ended up on the far western flank, also conducting a charge, in which sadly the commander was killed. Damn my dice luck. But the charge was quite well done. Had some good effect. Broke, I believe, 3 battalions or 3 regiments. However, they failed to capitalize on it, mostly probably because the commander was killed in action. But other than that, well done. I think you did a good job. And yeah, maybe sometimes you should have been a bit more aggressive. But who am I to say that in retrospective? Thank you.
All right, thank you for your help. Umpire Kiger?
Yeah, I would say so. I handled the eastern edge of the British line, and I guess like looking back, like this was the key spot that both the Brits and the French, like if you want to win the battle, the Brits need to hold here and the French need to break through here. I played a game similar to this where it's like, historically this wasn't the spot where the big battle ended, but if you want to change history and actually win it, this is where the breakthrough needed to happen. So I thought both players, frankly, played it decently well, but from a broader perspective, I thought both teams could have been like, you know what, it's most important to make sure from the British perspective, we hold that isthmus to the port. And for the French, if we're going to win this, we got to cut that port off. So it was a good reminder to me to like, what's the main objective, not just like do as much damage as possible blindly. So anyway, it was a really fun game, though. A campaign I was not overly familiar with until getting ready to umpire this game. It was a lot of fun. Frankly, I thought the players played it fairly well, all things considered. Absolutely would love to see more battles in this part of the Napoleonic Wars in the future. So, cheers, everyone.
Yeah, that's a really good point. If you're French, you want to think about what's the objective. It's really cutting off the British from escaping. So you'd want to super concentrate on the right and really force the British to be cut off if you can. But yeah, good point there. All right, Umpire Sparty.
I was mostly just following our General Moore, and because the player who was originally slotted to be Moore came a bit late, there was a bit of a body swap situation, which meant that Moore kind of spent a turn longer than I think he may have wanted to, kind of stunned in that forward position. So when the fallback did come, it was probably an inch too late and put him in some danger, but like we've mentioned a few times before already, the enemy cavalry kind of broke off their charge before trying to see it to annihilation, which I can kind of understand the inclination not to just smash into squares over and over again until they break. But in the end, that did allow the British commander-in-chief to escape. I think for the rest of the game, the Moore player really did a good job of identifying where the reserves were needed. The French parked a lot of guns on kind of a central hill here to pummel a particular point in the line, which really telegraphed that they wanted to make an assault there. So Moore was able to scramble some reserves into that location, which made it so even though some of the cavalry and some of the infantry made some good headway, they were just stopped by the continuous reserve lines. So yeah, really playing to the strengths of the British here and having a lot of numbers to contain the French.
Yeah, good point. All right, now we'll hear from the players. So I'm just going down the list. We'll start with Mermet.
Hello, I was General Marmet of the French 2nd Division. I was deployed as the main thrust on the French right, and I think I think this game was actually really nice. I personally am really interested in this type of battle. I knew from the get go that the first objective was to cut off the line of retreat from the Brits, if that meant breaking through over to Corunna or just taking that hill. I was honestly personally surprised that they ceded the hill so quickly. But I really appreciated the coordination with Soult and I. That was really nice. I think early on the traffic jam was causing a bit of a problem. There was a bit of some confusion with my formation. I wanted like some really intricate orders, intricate formations, but I realized a bit too late that that wasn't going to happen, and it probably wasted a bit more time. But I think at obviously at the end, had I done it a little bit earlier, then I think that we would actually have experienced some sort of results in that. I think that that charge worked out well, and I was willing to die for my country.
All right. Paget?
So I was Paget. I was the British Reserve Commander, and for a good hour and a half, I sat on my hands. I got my men onto a hill and just kept them available until it looked like the right was going to be under some pressure. I had command of the cavalry at that point, so ordered I would say, a pretty timely screen of his infantry, allowing them to sort of escape. Wasn't good that they engaged. I think that was somewhat of a mistake, losing a good bit of our cavalry there. But otherwise, on the right flank, we managed to hold. I was ordered over to the left and ended up stemming the bleeding over there, which turned the tide, I would say.
All right. Fraser.
So I'm the original Moore player. I came in 7 turns late, and I think most of the British mistakes are entirely on me. Sorry, guys. The Moore player who replaced me, he did a really good job. He didn't have a clue what was going on, but he did a really good job. And I'm glad to see that Hope retreated in time, and the French also didn't exploit their advantages by chasing him. Yeah, the team did really well. The team did really well, and I guess I couldn't ask for a better team than the one I was working with.
All right.
That's about it.
Thank you. Delaborde? You there?
Yes. I think, at least for how I wanted to play it, was how it ended up going for me, which was trying to just be a problem that had to be answered on the western flank along with the 2 cavalry divisions. I guess I would say my only critique on a sort of like actual game level would I didn't actually even know there was such a time constraint. Maybe it's written somewhere else. Maybe I just didn't read it. I guess it would just would have been nice to have somewhere more clearly written that there is actually a time constraint, especially for a battle like this where we really need to cut someone off. I think knowing that, for example, we only had 2 hours would have certainly changed how the plan would have been conceived, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
But otherwise, this was my first game outside of some private ones. So it was really nice to take part in this. Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Hope?
Oh boy, was my position such a roller coaster. I was hoping I was in the kind of those hills to the south of Corunna, and I initially had been placed there to kind of just slow the enemy down a bit and then retreat, basically in good order. Some of my orders, though, when I sent them out, I want, but then my men started moving forward like the whole battalions, and I was like, wait, no, let's not do that. Send skirmishers, and then they ended up like almost on this, the first ridge, right across from the French's ridge, center of the map. And so I was like, okay, this is bad. Like, there's cavalry on my flank. There's a bunch of infantry in front of me. I need to just pull back. And thankfully, the cavalry came to save me, and I got back to the lines. But without the cavalry, I think that the French would have encircled me and probably took me apart. But it all worked out in the end. The French got scared from the guns, I guess, on the main ridge and our cavalry screen. So if that cavalry charge had come in a turn earlier, I think we would have been in a world of hurt. So thanks to the French for being a little bit passive. Thanks for letting me get away.
All right. Lause.
Yeah, so I had the 1st Cavalry Division. I ended up pretty much operating in the center for the first 2/3 of the game, and then shifted to the west and heroically died in a cavalry charge at the end. Yeah, I had a lot of opportunities that just seemed to be countered at the right moment. Like, I hit Hope's western flank, managed to, I think, get 1 battalion of the British flank division as it was withdrawing, but just seemed to be countered, or those opportunities just slipped away. Yeah, it was a little bit frustrating, but completely realistic, and it was a fun game. That's all I got.
All right, thank you. Lorge, I'm probably saying that wrong. 2nd Cav. You're muted if you're speaking.
Oh, did you say Lorge?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, to understand my thought process, I just wanted to say that I did not understand how far Cav was truly able to move, and also I should have probably looked at the time constraints and researched the Battle of Corunna beforehand. If I had known that, I would have been probably way more aggressive. First time playing Cav, I think. Well, I think I did play Cav before, but I wasn't nearly as aggressive, and they wanted me not too aggressive, so that probably carried over a bit. I did plan on doing very straightforward attacks. I did flank them a bit, but the square is very intimidating. So I basically treated it as I charge in, and then I retreat after they form square. Next time I will not play Cav. I did not like it, but hopefully next time I will be more aggressive if I am ever forced to be reassigned at it. Right. Yep, and that's it.
Thank you. More?
Yeah, so I was originally Fraser, and then the real Moore was a bit late, so I took over CIC. I got it a turn late, and I was on that hill where I guess at the end of the game the 1st and 2nd Cavalry Division commanders are. I immediately saw the cavalry, and I think it was De La Borde's division. So I immediately just retreated in a giant column. So one of my battalions got caught, but I managed to get back to the line just barely, basically. And then from that point on, it was trying to just figure out what was going on over in the east, because I didn't really get any information from Hope. And then once I saw that was all good, basically brought over as many reserves as I could just to hold the line, just about in time for when the attack came in. But yeah, it was. I think in retrospect, it was a little bit difficult because our plan was kind of split, where we have some forces forward, but a lot still in the back. So we couldn't really support each other that well, which is why I just immediately pulled back because I figured I was just going to get killed and not really be able to help much. So,
Yeah, probably smart.
because I think historically the British were much more forward up, right?
Yeah, I think they held where you guys were. They held and fought for these ridges hard,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I can't remember if the French even got past that. I'd have to look it up. But yeah.
I don't think they did. No.
So I think being pulled back, having the separated units made the French cavalry a lot more dangerous, even though they didn't really take advantage of it. Anyway, that's it.
Sir Baird.
Yeah, I didn't really do much. I was moral support mostly for everybody else. I thought it was a fun game though. It was definitely dicey at the beginning. I really wasn't sure which way it was going to go with their retreats. Had the French really been aggressive there, I think that they could have had some decisive moments instead of the kind of stalemate that it turned into. But yeah, it was fun. Thanks for umpiring and having us. And I would also like to say, Hendrik, it is nice to see a fellow nightly squirrel profile picture. You don't see those very often, so I thought that was a good chuckle. But yeah, thanks for the game.
Thank you. Soult. You there, Noah? You're muted.
Oh,
there you go.
I have my mic muted.
Anyway.
I think overall, it was a very entertaining game. I think, especially for everybody, at least on the French side with our little traffic jam, I think every player has one or two games where that happens, and then they have to learn the reality of, oh my god, we can't all cross one bridge. So that's a good like learning point for all of us on a French team. I was mostly off on the far east flank, so I wasn't able to observe most of the battle, but Hope's division's maneuverings confused the hell out of me. So, while they may not have been intentional, they definitely created enough confusion on the French side that I was just kind of staring at it thinking, what is his plan? Turns out there was no plan, but yeah, fun game overall, but yeah, I should have harped more on being very aggressive for the French, because I think we gave up a couple good turns.
Yeah. And that was my fault. I didn't tell you when the battle was starting, nor when dusk was, and that's because I didn't think about it till we started today. I should have told, especially the French, but both sides, that it was starting around 2, and you had about 5 hours. The other thing is, I think it would be, well, if I ever do it again, I think it would be interesting to start with like the French over here. Start earlier in the day with where the British are able to deploy here, and then there's more, I don't know, time for maneuver and stuff. But it was fun. I appreciate all the umpires helping me out and everyone for playing. So thank you all. You're welcome to hang out and keep chatting. But I'm gonna end the recording here. And we'll see you guys in the next live game.
All right. See ya.